Hey, what's up, Real World Alliance? I haven't checked in here in a couple days. Haven't had too much to report. I was thinking about doing a video about some of the stuff I got from my session last Wednesday. But it wasn't really a session, it was more, I didn't get to play or anything like that. It was just information dropped on me about my character, mostly about his like relatives and stuff like that. And it kind of ties in with I got the okay from the DM that I could talk about this some. I was hoping I would because like I know there's some stuff in that world. And I know some people are at least familiar with it. But as far as Saiyans go, like Emperor Nairobi and stuff like that, like I got some backstory on that. Like the Mystic Saiyans are like a sect of Saiyans that apparently they train Nairobi. Um, and he betrayed their leader. What's his name? I think it's Sorichio, and he ended up killing him. But he has these crazy eyes, and that got passed on to his son, and now his son leads my people. Yeah, so it's there was definitely some interesting stuff. Like I think I was commenting with a DM. I was like, this seems a lot more interesting than the Saiyan Saga and DBZ and everything like that. But that's Legends for you. Uh, it was like I said. I don't want to. I'm not going to go into so much the details of like who my parents are or who my father and mother are, and then who their immediate like. I think it's like my father's side is the influential one, and then he's like. I guess it was like likened to. He's not like one of the major houses. He's not even like quite one of the minor houses in like the Mystic Saiyan Empire, but he's like right under that. So it's like I know Sean will roll his eyes, but like I think the example was using like Game of Thrones. Like the major houses are like the Starks, the Targaryens, and the I'm drawing a blank on the wood. Lannister, yeah, like those, like like some of the big three and everything like that, and then like I guess like, and then like there's the Walter Frey and stuff like that. Like they'd be like a minor house, and then like we would kind of be, I guess our house would be kind of like the Karstarks, where it's like we're under one of the major houses, but we're not, you know, we're up there at least as far as things go. Um, yeah, so like that's pretty. There's a lot of interesting stuff. There was a couple wars. There was the Twilight Wars and the Swarm Wars. The Swarm Wars was the one that was most recently ended, and it was pretty brutal apparently. Something I didn't realize, like I said, as far as Legend goes, is like how multiversal the game is. Like the Mystic Saiyans like hop dimensional in the regular apparently, and like they go out there and help other Saiyans from other dimensions. But like we recently returned to the native dimension, and Nairobi has returned as well. So that should prove interesting, given our bad blood, that he killed our leader and his mentor. But like his son, I think his son's name is Solo, now has like Sarichio's eyes, which I don't know exactly what they do, but it's just like they're supposed to be. Like Nairobi was really after them. Interesting things about my character, not so much. I did find out with what I made and what I built is I can hit Super Saiyan 2 right now. I don't know if you guys know about Saiyans, how much you know about Saiyans and Legends. Forgive me if this is old news to anybody or anything like that, but it's like Super Saiyans have, I think like Super Saiyan 4 or 5 uh, is like the upper limits of what most people can hit. Uh, I think Solo is a 5. Maybe it's a 4. I'd have to look back in the notes. It's been a week since I read them. It's been like what's it called, 3 or 4 days since I read them, and I forget that detail. But yeah, like that's pretty everything. But how it works is, like you can hit, like if you can hit a level, that's great. Like that gets you the power spike and everything like that. But there's like a long form of Super Saiyan. So it's like there's a big power buildup. So like a long form 1 uh, might not have the power spike of a 2, but like you got like, you know, a long form one versus like a freshly Super Saiyan one. The gap is insanely wide. Like you've got to build up a lot of time and energy reserves to maintain that level, to basically fight at that level for you know, extended periods of time and stuff like that. So like being able, like I'm a pretty fresh too, so it's like, I, you know, I can bang with the two, but not for long, or you know, not any kind of drawn out fight or anything like that. I was still kind of blown away that I could hit that level at the start. Like I don't know if it's has something to do with some of the mystic sides of things that I can get into, the channeling the speed gods or the stuff like that. Who knows? But I was pleasantly surprised that I could hit that level, because like apparently Saiyans, like there's a lot of Saiyans who just aren't even Super Saiyan or anything like that. Like Super Saiyan's pretty rare, and then Super Saiyan, like each level above that has like exponential rarity to it because it is difficult to hit. So I was like, oh, I was really hyped to hear like I was Super Saiyan too. Um, I'll be curious. Just like I said, the big thing I'm waiting for is to see how much I can augment my Saiyanish with like the mystic side of things. Because like I went the Constitution magic, which is like that was the whole idea of going to Super Saiyan, is to cast a spell to make you move faster and hit harder. So that, and then I went the ether magic, so I could make items that make me, because my other one, like ether is like the thing that allows you to enchant stuff and things like that. So it's like I've got constitution magic and ether magic. So I could have went like elemental or, you know, some of those other kinds of stuff. But, psh, who needs that? I got ki. I've got some pretty neat ki techniques. I'll get into those probably a little bit later, like after a play session or two or something like that. But yeah, like the whole idea was to make a Saiyan that could cast a spell to make himself move faster and hit harder. And then on top of that, I can also build gear that makes me faster and stronger, like Thor's girdle. I don't know if you guys, like, I know some of you comic guys will be familiar with that. Like essentially doubles his strength. Like that's the kind of stuff I can supposedly make. I don't know how effective it'll be, but like because I have ether magic, it will be more effective on me than it is someone else. Like that was the crazy thing with ether magic, is like beyond, like ether magic just isn't about crafting stuff. Like that's the route I went with it largely. Like I can craft and use these items, but the crazy part about it is like an ether magic user. Let's say that I make like Thor's belt of strength, and and what its implicit modifier is it boosts the user's strength. We'll say like multiplicatively. So it's like it's a 2 times boost. So it's like basically 100%. For anyone who picks it up, like it might be 100% like that. It might give you the 2 times boost. For an ether magic user, they extract, like they can amplify those effects. So like for me, it might be a 5 times boost. Just same item, same magical enchantment. It's just because I have ether magic, I'm better at using that kind of stuff. So it seems very interesting, to say the least. There was like an interesting timeline I got. So I guess Nairobi's been back by about 10 years now. He's been out there doing his stuff. And then like the Sarichio's children have been awakened for 20 years now. So they've been out there training, getting ready to get stronger and everything like that. Like I found some, like there was a little detail I learned about like the second something Anzu or something. I can't remember the exact word for it. Form, like the is it like Super Saiyan 4? I think it's Super Saiyan 4, maybe Super Saiyan 5. Anyway, it's something about that form. It's like you've got to hit. It's like you got to do double. It's like I think it's something tied to the Great Ape, and then it's also tied to the to hitting Super Saiyan 4. And it's like you need to combine those two, so it's like exponentially more difficult. So like when you meet people who are at that level, it's either 4 or 5, that you know like that they're definitely, they've done some crazy stuff. Like they're astronomically rare to be able to pull that off. But yeah, I guess I don't know. You guys have to let me know. You can either do a quick, and not even a quick video, just like let me know and reply if possible. Like if you guys, if there's anyone out there like who's down with the Saiyans or anything like that, like in Legends, let me know if anyone's kind of like in that sphere of influence. Because yeah, the Mystic Saiyans definitely sound fascinating, and Tamir definitely, or the DM of Legends definitely got me hyped up to play. Because I was like, I had no idea what the story was going into it. It's like, yeah, there's actually a pretty cool story surrounding it. Not that I ever doubted that. But yeah, like I said, most of what I did is like I got like my dad and his two brothers are kind of like the, I don't want to say warlords, but like they're pretty beastly warriors. Like I want to say the one dude is a 4. Forgive me for pausing here. Maybe I have it in my notes. But yeah, like, what's it, dude? Makoto is my dad's oldest brother. He's the one, like, he's like the somebody. And yeah, like, he's the one who's an all-out beast. Like, my dad's got, like, some crazy portal, like, spatial magic that he uses. It's funny, like, I have two siblings. I have a brother and a sister. My brother's like the toe of the family line kind of dude, where he's like, he's like the warrior Saiyan that falls in line with Pops and the whole. We're not like the campaign because we're not at war right now, not an open war. Like we're kind of preparing like for I guess like Nairobi to deal with him or to do something with the Saiyan Empire. But like my dad and my eldest brother are like very much. We gotta make sure, like, to, keep the family name, keep the path to kind of follow it, like, in not these footsteps, but, like, keep things going on. But my sister and I, like, my sister's apparently a ninja of sorts. She uses ether magic as well. But like yeah, she's on like the low scale, but like I'm the ether user. My mom was an ether user too. She actually had a weapons crafting type business that she got out of. That turned out to be like the like it turned out to be like the Apple or the Amazon of like weapons crafting for the Saiyan Empire, and she got out of it because like a while ago before it blew up, but like. So it's one of those ones. I was like, man, I could have been rich, DM. Could have been screwing that saying nonsense, go out there and spending some bucks, be one of those rich spoiled brat kids. But that's not the case. So yeah, like that kind of runs in the family. But my sister and I place a little bit more emphasis on, like I said, I'm the forge smith. Like I'm the person who's got like the legendary forge. I've got like I've got like a business that I make weapons for people and stuff like that. So it's like I'm not out there like we all train, we're all warriors. Like the fact that I think my brother's the most powerful of the three. He's the oldest, and it's like yeah, it's like there is a power thing. Like I'm the youngest, so it's like my sister's a little stronger than I am. But yeah, like it's like we're no slouch when it comes to warriors. My sister and I, like I'm a 2. I can hit Super Saiyan 2. I can box with some people. I don't know how powerful everyone else is out there. I think Sean says is Nexus like Super Saiyan 2 level, or is he Super Saiyan 4? I forget where he is. Like Nexus is kind of a beast now. I thought Nexus. This is one of those ones where I must have heard more. Well, this is outdated, but like before a lot of my time on the Alliance, like I thought Nexus was on the younger side, who was not as powerful as he was. Like he was maybe a 1. Or below Super Saiyan, but I can't remember if he's a 2 or a 4 or something like that. But Nexus is pretty crazy. But yeah, like apparently my dude's pretty nice in that regard. Like it's like he doesn't train to be a warrior day in and day out, but it doesn't mean he like completely forgoes it or anything like that. And being a what's it called? It's like I was joking with the DM. I was like, man, this must be a constant disappointment with my father like that. My sister and I, it's like my poor brother gets stuck with all the fallout from it. Like he's got to like basically step it up and everything. Yeah. So But like I said, it's one of those ones. I'm not completely slouched on like the move fast, hit hard department, and I'm curious to see how it how it plays out. Like I said, once I get in the game, I can also like change my path a bit if I want to go a little bit more warrior training or something like that, or a little bit more smithing kind of thing. Like honestly, like the thing that fascinates me most is like probably getting in the game, being able to create some weapons and armor and trinkets for myself, so I could just like boost the heck out of it. Yeah, just kind of experiment with that because it's like if I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna be dressed to the nine in like Smith gear, that's all ether enchanted. Be like, all right, who wants some? Yes, I supposedly have I think another session lined up for tomorrow. I don't think anyone else has really been able to claim it. So I was like, "Hey DM, put me out of the top of the list, but put me on that list in case that spot's open because I can make pretty regular use of it. So I'll let you guys know, if and when I get in the game there. But like I said, it was mostly a lot. We spent a lot of time talking about the extended family and kind of like the backstory of things the last session. So nothing new to add in that regard.